two. What is going on with y'all boys, man? It's Kymanijb back with another video. And in today's video, we have a good enough video. We're back once again with a good enough video. The deadliest foods in the world. I'm not gonna waste time. I'm lying. We are 3 subs away from hitting our 100 sub goal. If you fuck with me, if you fuck with the channel, JB fam, y'all know what to do. Hit that sub. Hold on. Hit that sub button. Hit that like button. If you thought any of this was funny, put it in the comments, man. Share with your friends, my nigga. Let's get into the video. Come on.
Let's start with the dangerous and slowly work our way towards the deadliest ones on the list. Number 5. Kasu marzu. Kasu marzu translates to rotten cheese in Sardinian and is known as the most dangerous cheese in the world. This is a cheese that is
But isn't all cheese rotten? I'm confused. Oh my, is this a sheep? What the fuck is this? Good enough. What animal is this, bro?
traditionally made using sheep's milk and is commonly produced on the island of Sardinia, Italy. Even though it's illegal to sell, the high demand for this delicacy incentivizes local farmers to keep producing it, creating a massive black market that is estimated to bring in around 2.5 million pounds, or around $3 million annually.
We got guns.
No, thank you.
We got drugs.
No.
Fresh kidneys. And we have cheese.
Fresh kidneys.
Yeah, I'll just go with the cheese. The reason this cheese is so dangerous is simply because of the way that it is made, which first starts with the wheel of pecorino cheese. It is then introduced to cheese flies, where they will begin to lay their eggs inside it, and in a matter of hours to a few days, these eggs become larvae, and around the 40th day, the cheese.
So this is supposed to happen. Oh my, no, you Italian niggas is nasty. Oh my
is completely
God.
infested with flies and thousands of maggots. For the next
disgusting.
2 to 3 months, the maggots are left to gorge themselves with the cheese, so they can, well, poop it back out. And that's the magical ingredient here, since the poop gives the cheese its sought-after flavor and texture. And honestly, the texture does.
So this is after they done shitting and all that. Look at it, chat. Y'all not even seeing it. Hold on, let me zoom this in, bro. Look at this shit, dog. Look at this shit, dog. Nah, bro. Y'all niggas is demons, bro. Word. Y'all niggas is demons.
Look amazing, I'll give them that. But when it's time to consume the rotten cheese, expect to get around a dozen maggots with every single bite, since they are never removed.
Right.
Scientists and health officials have warned that
that's how you know, bro. They're gonna eat your insides, my nigga. Like, are you crazy?
There's always a possibility that the larvae could survive a person's stomach acid and make their way into the intestines, a condition called pseudomyiasis, where the person's intestines become completely infested with maggots, surviving by consuming the person instead, successfully pulling off the sneakiest Uno reverse card. Even though this condition is rare, I don't think I would be willing to risk it all for a taste of this deliciously textured cheese. Well, maybe just one bite.
It can't be that delicious, bro. Word. This nigga, good enough. You gonna eat it? Oh my, good enough.
Mobile games are going big.
What the fuck just happened to good enough?
Number 4, larb. Larb is a type of salad that consists of greens, spices, sticky rice, and a choice of meat. This dish originated in South Asia in Laos and is a very popular dish there, even becoming its national dish. At first glance, this would definitely be something I would consider ordering while on vacation, if I ever took any. Now here's the thing, even though this dish looks delicious, it can quickly become deadly, since this meal is oftentimes served with raw meat. There are many types of meat that can be used for this dish, but the most common ones include beef, chicken, duck, fish, and pork.
Bro, look how good enough. Why? Look how he's drawing these motherfuckers, dog.
And eating this meal uncooked drastically increases the odds of you contracting a dangerous and potentially fatal disease. From trichinosis, fatal bacteria,
Oh my-
rabies, streptococcus,
It turns to a pig, not facts.
Suis,
Not
which is a
facts.
deadly bacteria that is commonly found in pigs, and Southeast Asian liver fluke, a parasitical
snake?
flatworm found in uncooked fish, which once consumed, the worm can live inside the human liver for many years,
crazy.
where you can rest easy knowing that you'll never truly be alone.
Right.
There have been many cases throughout the years where this meal has directly led to human fatalities, like in 2019 in Thailand, where a total
Recently?
of 265 people contracted Streptococcus suis after consuming larb. And sadly, 23 of those
deaths.
people would end up losing their lives.
Wow.
Number 3, San-nakji. In Korea, San-nakji could be enjoyed multiple different ways, but let's cover the least deadly one first and the most common. San-nakji is a raw dish consisting of the long-arm octopus, which is killed just moments before it's to be served. Here, the octopus's body and legs are chopped into pieces and drizzled with sesame oil. And by the time this makes it
Nigga.
onto your
Asians love a sesame oil. I don't know why. They love a soy sauce and a sesame oil, nigga. I swear to God.
plate,
What
the
the
legs
fuck?
will still be moving. As you begin to
Oh.
eat, the octopus's suckers will begin to suction onto your tongue and throat, making it difficult to swallow.
Facts.
But I know that if I ever came face to face with this meal, I would have no choice but to totally crush it. Since I have talked way too much of a big game, watching people struggle as they eat disgusting foods on the challenge. No, I'm telling you, you just have to plug your nose and just power
Are
through
those
it.
testicles?
Sure, honey. Sure.
Oh my god, just chase it with the water.
Good enough got a bitch? I didn't even know that. She lucky look
He's wasting so much time.
a little
Yeah.
bit like him. I'm not gonna lie.
So I have a lot to prove. Now, the second method, on the other hand, is much more challenging and poses a much greater risk of death. And honestly, it's more of a one-on-one fight rather than an actual meal. Here, the octopus reaches your plate fully intact and alive, where it is then tightly wrapped around a chopstick, dipped in sesame oil, and shoved into your mouth.
Wow.
But who are they kidding? The sesame oil is not meant to enhance the meal. It is simply used to rig the fight in the cheating human's favor, as it will now serve as a lubricant.
Right.
And as soon
So
as the
go right the
1v1
fuck
starts,
down.
the octopus begins to attack, squirming to find its way out, frantically suctioning on to whatever it can get a hold of.
Right.
But if you're the human, you must completely
gotta-
focus on your chewing.
Right.
Soon your hands begin to get sweaty, and within seconds, you begin to break out into a mental panic, questioning yourself, thinking that this might have been a mistake. With your heart beginning to race, you try and cover up your fear by chewing harder and faster.
Oh
And
my-
you have now convinced yourself that it's now or never.
Right.
It's time to attempt the swallow.
Time to attempt
But
that
there's
swallow,
a
buddy.
problem. The octopus is
Still
still
alive,
moving.
right.
The stares of everyone at the table are piercing, and you feel the ever-growing peer pressure accumulating. So you're forced to go for it, praying to whatever god is listening that
Right.
the octopus doesn't latch itself onto your throat
If it's
as
on
you
the
try
nigga,
and
it's over, nigga. The moment it latches onto that throat, nigga, it's not coming off. So you pro. And have you ever had that feeling when you eat fish and you get I got a bone, like a mini ass bone stuck in my throat, and every time I swallow, I could feel that shit until it just coughed right up, bro. Man,
swallow it, as that would surely be a death sentence. You force the ball of squirming octopus down your throat, and for a second, your heart stops. But you manage to swallow it.
Oh, shit.
With your heart still racing and a bead of sweat coming down the back of your neck, you look over at your buddy and say, it's not so bad. You got it.
no,
As you
no,
get up to go
God.
clean yourself up in the bathroom. There
Oh,
have been
y'all
more.
couldn't even see that. Nah, this nigga good enough is wildin'.
You got it. As you get up to go clean yourself up in the bathroom. There have been multiple deaths in the last few years directly linked to eating live octopus. Even
Wow.
though the danger is obvious, people still
Obvious.
search out this delicacy,
I'm already knowing.
with some athletes even claiming that this meal increases a person's endurance, but others simply do it for the
For the fun,
experience
right. For
that
the
they
fun
will
of
get
it.
when they show off the post online. Number 2, Fugu.
Here's one thing you need to do before buying anything online.
I
Don't
guess
spend
they
another
fuck
dime
with you
on
good enough.
Amazon until
I'm
you
telling
watch
you, I
them.
guess they
This
fuck
is
with
one of the
man.
deadliest foods in the world, where a single mistake in the preparation could mean life or death. Fugu is a popular dish that originated in Japan in the early 20th century, but as time has gone on, the dish's popularity has only grown, spreading to many countries like China and South Korea. This is a meal that consists of a poisonous pufferfish that has had the poison carefully removed from it. Well, at least that's what should be done, but more on that later. In countries like Japan, a chef must go through long and rigorous training to learn how to properly remove the poison from the meat. The training takes up to 3 years to complete, followed by a string of exams which include a written test, fish identification test, a practical test,
I don't think...
and of course, successfully preparing the dish. This test is so difficult that only 35% of all applicants end up passing it and acquiring the license. The reason the pufferfish is so dangerous is because it contains a poison called tetrodotoxin, which is one of the world's most deadliest poisons.
And you know what's funny? Dolphins be getting high to that shit. Have y'all seen that video of dolphins like irritating that junk, and then when it releases that, they inhale. I don't even know. They inhale. I don't know, but they get high off that shit. That's crazy.
A single pufferfish has enough poison to kill 30 adult humans. Now, here's the terrifying part. If someone happens to be so unlucky that they end up consuming even a small amount of the poison, they will be presented with a prayer and a splash of holy water. Since there is no known antidote, the poison kicks in shortly after eating it, with your muscles becoming completely paralyzed, and eventually it could cause you to stop breathing. And this is probably when you will start to think to yourself, damn, I should have just gone with the chicken dumplings. The deadliest year ever recorded was in 1958, when 176 people lost their lives to this food alone. Today in Japan, the odds of you dying from fugu are very, very slim, as long as you order from a licensed restaurant, since most deaths in recent history have come from people who attempted to prepare the dish at home. But sometimes pure evil and selfishness increase the death rate even higher. Like in 2004, when fish vendors in Thailand tricked people for 3 years by dyeing the pufferfish meat red and telling buyers that the meat they were selling was salmon.
That's some evil ass shit. Hey, whoever did that, yeah, you're going straight to fucking hell. You about to be right with Satan, right next to his ass, nigga.
Leading to 115 people needing to be hospitalized, and 15 of them sadly losing their lives. Number 1, wild and exotic wet markets. Now, of course, this had to be number 1 on the list, since a single meal from one of these wet markets carries the greatest risk to human health. This is one of the rare instances where
we all know what they're trying to. We know.
Single meal consumed by an individual doesn't just affect the person eating it. It could potentially affect every person on the planet. Now, I know what you're thinking. What could possibly be so delicious that it's worth putting the entire world's population in jeopardy? Brownies.
Got it.
The answer is brownies.
What?
But as far as wet markets go, yeah, I don't think snakes, turtles, dogs, cats, bats...
First of all, if you're eating any of these motherfucking shits, you need to be hospitalized, nigga. You need to be put in a mental asylum. You know, they need to check on everything that's going on with you.
Nephew, porcupines, or raccoons would be a justifiable answer.
Right.
And it seems like every few years, without fail, the world gets a massive scare when a deadly disease breaks out. And of course, they always seem to be traced back to one of these wet markets. Remember the SARS outbreak of 2002? Me neither. But it's widely believed by epidemiologists and public health officials that this outbreak originated from a wet market in the Guangdong province of China. What about the Ebola outbreak of 2014? Remember how terrified everyone was to even let out a cough, as you would forever be known as the person with Ebola.
Oh my God, no. First of all, let's broaden, let's, what's that word, my nigga? Fuck it, you know what I'm saying? It was harder for black people, bro, because we heard, it came from Africa. Oh my God, it had to be the black people. I'm telling you, no white motherfucker that coughed was like, Oh, you got Ebola. No. It was only the black people targeted, bro. I swear.
The origins of the 2014
'cause it
Ebola
happened to me.
outbreak
It
was
happened
traced
to
to a
me.
small child whose family regularly hunted and consumed the bats.
for sure.
Sure, this wasn't a
know that.
wet market, but it easily could have been. And last but not least, as we all know, the recent pandemic we just had is widely believed to have originated in China from a bat in the Wuhan wet market. These are just a few of the diseases that have caused a massive scare in recent times. But here are some other diseases that are known to be present in these wild and exotic wet markets. The reason these wet markets pose such a hazard to humans is largely on the fact that almost all the meat will be cross-contaminated by the time it's sold. Since being sanitary is not really of the utmost importance.
Facts.
This included
Oh
with the
my
close
God.
proximity.
Speaking of sanitization, my nigga. What is up in India street food? Are y'all eating India street food? Hold on, let me pull that up. That, like, look at this, dude.
Talaga namang enjoy na
Look
enjoy
at
si
this shit.
Kuya sa paghuhugas, kanal. Talaga naman. Pag nakita mo, mapapangiwi ka na.
Yes, that's sewer water. Cuz that's sewer water, dang. Bro, move the arrow, nigga. I know where to look. Let's skip ahead, bro.
Pagkain, ano. Gamit ang magic basahan ni Kuya, sisimutin niya lahat yan at ibabalik sa inyong kapagkainan.
Where the fuck did you come from? And I know they be reusing oil. They be reusing everything.
Proximity of wild animals makes it easy for diseases from animals to infect humans. And the hot and humid conditions in a lot of these markets
What
make it a
animal is this?
perfect place for the growth of bacteria and spread of disease. Or possibly something even worse.
Good enough. I'm happy that you're back. Good enough. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. We are close to that 100 subscriber goal. Make sure y'all sub up. Make sure y'all like the video. I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one. Peace, man. Peace, man.
And it's good go, y'all been did it. Damn, they ain't want me to do it. I put my all in this music. I'ma walk in this bitch and then lose it. Shut the fuck up, I ain't asked for your 2 cents. They ain't getting money, the fuck is you doing? Is you kidding me, nigga, you stupid. Bitch, I'm knowing they thought I was clueless. What? And we been getting money, ain't new to this. I got a new phone, who is this? Bitch, get back and you thought I was ludicrous. He ain't good, but he used to be tuna fish. Growing up, you thought I wasn't doing shit. If you cross me, nigga, we ain't cool again. He ain't game, we don't got shit to do with